All right. Good morning, everybody. So we're going to start seated. So just find a really good, comfortable way to sit. Make sure you move the flesh out from your sit bones. And maybe sit up on a blanket, a pillow. And even for some of you, if you're near a wall and you want to kind of lean up against the wall, but do it mindfully, like don't melt, but sit up nice and tall. That's okay for now. Make sure the thighs are kind of internally rotated. That widens the sit bones, which helps our lower backs. And then close your eyes. And just start to feel the two ends of your spinal column all the way up at the base of the skull, right? From the cervical spine all the way down to the tailbone. From the earth to the sky. And then find that line for you. Find the curves. Feel free to kind of wiggle and move around. Where is your head in space? Where are your shoulders? Are you overarching the lower back? Are you rounding the lower back? Can you find what your normal body patterns are? And just play with that a little bit. Maybe adjust a little bit. And then start to bring in your breath. Always that conscious inhale and exhale. Starting to soften even as our bodies are at attention. I remember one time a teacher reminding us that you need tension in the body. If we did not have tension in the body, we would fall down like a sack of potatoes, right? So the muscles have to have an amount of tension to hold us upright, to do what they are intended to do. And the challenge is not to be overly tense. So check out your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, your chest. Just see if you're carrying extra tension there. With each exhale, feel yourself grounded more to the earth. With each inhale, feel yourself lifted a little bit more. Good. A few more breaths right here. And then flutter your eyes open very gently. Let your chin drop down to your chest. Don't let the shoulders roll forward. But notice where you feel the stretches here as you start to stretch the upper neck, the upper trapezius muscles, maybe into the upper shoulders, maybe all the way down to the mid back. Just notice. And let the head be heavy without pulling it down. Let it just naturally fall forward. Keep the chest lifted if you can. So try not to round into a cat pose. Just keep the spine pretty much erect. And then take your left ear to your left shoulder. And breathe. Notice the right shoulder. Draw that right shoulder back. No pressure, no pull, no force of the stretch. Just notice and be very mindful for your particular neck. Some of you may not need to or want to do deep stretching in the neck, so be really mindful for you. And then curl the head down to your chest. Go to the other side, right ear to right shoulder. Very softly draw the left shoulder back in line. Let the head be heavy. You'll notice maybe one side tighter than the other. Keep grounding through that opposite hip or the left hip on this side. Big deep breath. Good. Take the chin down toward your chest. Take it back over to the left side. Take your right hand out to the side. So we are going to be working with the neck again today. We're going to work with the shoulders a little bit today, the arms. So again, just practice as you know to practice for your body. And notice as these fingertips start to press toward the floor, as the palm starts to come toward the floor, it doesn't have to touch. Mine isn't touching. The stretch gets a little bit deeper, and maybe you feel this lovely little sensation along the forearm as we work through some of those nerve channels. Good. Release the right hand back to your knee. Curl that chin down toward your chest. Go to the right side. Take your left fingertips out to the side. Ooh, this is definitely my tight side. My head doesn't go nearly as far down, as far down as the other side. Breathe, and from fingertips, just let your palms start to head toward the floor. Ooh, I feel that all the way up my arm. Breathe, everybody. And then release the left hand back, chin to chest. Take your head back up to neutral. Inhale, reach the arms up. Interlace the hands, but then take those hands to the back of your head as if you were hanging out on a lounge chair. Draw the elbows to the side body and press your head into your hands. Keep pressing, resist with the hands and let go. Good, and again, press your head into your hands into your head. And let go. Good, one more time. Press back. Breathe. And let go. Reach those hands up, turn the palms up. Exhale, curl them into your belly. Good, inhale, reach up. Your shoulders, if the hands together hurt your shoulders, release those arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, curl it in. Good, one more, big, big, big. Exhale, curl it in. Good, and then reach those arms up. Separate the hands, your right hand to the floor, your left arm reaches over. Keep that head in alignment. We know this by now. Draw the left hip down to the floor. Reach the left ribs out to the side. Been playing with this one for a while. And then curl the left ribs back in. Oh yeah, good. Reach them out to the side. And curl them back in, squeeze, you're squeezing right here. Good, one more, reach them out. And curl them in, hold that, tuck your belly, release that right arm, see if you can bring the arm in line with the other arm, still leaning toward the right side, take it up to center. Exhale, left hand comes to the floor, roll the left shoulder, reach the right arm. It's less about your side bending right down as far as how deep you could go. We're pressing down through the right side hip, and then reach the right side ribs out. And squeeze them in. Good, reach them out. And squeeze them in. I really feel this work. I'm not sure if you do, but when you squeeze them in, we're working those intercostal muscles, the oblique muscles. Good, and then release. Release that left hand, take it up to the sky. Find that work on both sides, left and right. Take it up to center. Exhale, let it go. Good, and roll your shoulders. Ooh. Good, shift out the legs if they're chatting. We are going to be sitting for a while, so if you're starting to get a little cranky in the knees or the hips, just shake them out, maybe turn and sit the other way so other leg is in front. And then bring your left ear to your left shoulder again. Mindful, one, you're going to stay right here. Two, you're going to let the fingertips and the palm head toward the floor, deeper stretch. 3, you're gonna take your left hand to the right side of your temple or the right side of your head. Don't pull down, don't pull down. Instead, I want you to press your head into your hand gently, like 10%. And then just let that pressure go. Don't pull. It's as if you didn't have your hand there at all. Good. Press your head into your hand. And exhale, just let it go deeper. One more time. Press. It's a gentle press of the head into the hand. So doing a little bit of resistance work. And exhale, let it go. Oh, release that hand. Tuck your chin to your chest. Go to the other side. Your right hand comes back to your knee for now. Your left fingertips are on the floor. You're finding that stretch again. So either stay here or your right hand goes to the outside, left side of your head. And just feel that. Please don't pull. If I haven't said that enough, don't pull. All right, so press your head into your hand as if you were going to take your head back to neutral and just release it. Good, and again, press that head into your hand and release. Good, one more time. Press your head into your hand and release. Ooh, good, release your hand. Tuck your chin to your chest. Take the head back up to neutral. Take your hand, the palm of your hand to your forehead, like bolt, right? And then press your head into your hand into your head, resist. And let go. Whew, yeah, good. And again, press your hand into your hand into your head. And release. One more time. Press in. And release. Release that hand. Inhale, take it up. Interlace those hands. Press them up to the sky. Exhale, curl it into your belly. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, curl it in. And up. One more time. Inhale or exhale it in. Good. Inhale, reach it up. Let your right hand come to the mat. Stretch your left arm over. Again, reach those left ribs out to the side. And squeeze them back in, working internal, external obliques, working through the intercostal muscles. Good, one more time, squeeze them out, and squeeze them in. Hold that squeeze in, release the right hand, watch for that over tension in the head neck. Take it up to center, other side, reach the right arm, soften the left shoulder. Take those right side ribs out. Squeeze them in. Woo, good. And reach them out. And squeeze them in. Good. One more time. Take them out. And squeeze them in. Hold that squeeze in. Low belly tucked in too. Reach the left arm out to meet the right. Stretch it out. Woo, and take it up to center. Exhale. Let it go. Shake it out, everybody. Good. And just straighten out those legs. Mine have been bent way too long. Just straighten those out. Good. And find an easy Dandasana. We have one more neck strengthener. Again, being very mindful. If this is uncomfortable to sit up straight, just bend the knees so that your spine can stay nice and neutral. Turn your head and look over your right shoulder. And then bring it center and turn it over to the left. And center, right? Turn it to the right. Center and to the left. And center. Good. Turn your head to the right. Pause right here. One, you're just going to stay here. You're going to be working the left shoulder away from the front body so that you stretch through that side of the neck. Your other option here is to take your left hand to your left cheek and just really gently push your cheek back into your hand. And then just let it go. And then push it in and let it go. You're not pushing the cheek away. Push it into your hand and let it go. Whew, good. And then release, go all the way to the other side. Pause right here, both shoulders move away from each other. Either just let that be your stretch if that's enough, or your right hand goes to your cheek. And you push your cheek in your hand and let it go. Good, push. And let it go. Good, one more time. I feel like I'm talking with marbles. And let it go and bring it back. Ooh, good, and roll your shoulders. And just kind of notice maybe a little bit more movement in your head, in your neck, right? As we start to try to loosen up these monster muscles that have to hold on to this bowling ball of a head. All right, find Dandasana. That's enough neck stretching. Good, nice, strong, powerful legs here. Torso's really tall. Press your hands or your fingertips down to the mat. Good, everybody breathe. Low belly is toned. You're really lifting up as if you had a string pulling from the crown of your head. That kind of length. Good, one, stay here. Two, take the arms up a little bit harder to keep that spine nice and erect. If our hands are not holding us on the floor, big deep breath. That's it. Find it. Make it cactus arms. Whew. Shake out your head, your neck. Relax that. Press down through your legs, everyone. Big deep breath. Good. Pull the elbows away from each other. So I'm not bringing them back. I'm pulling them out to the sides. Really working with that front back body. Good. Reach the arms up. Exhale your hands down. Lift your right or your left leg. Breathe, one, stay here, two, arms up, three, that leg's too much, take it down to the floor and keep a strong Dandasana. Bend that knee, step it over, wrap your arms around, lift up your chest. And then imagine, right, your thigh could come to your chest could come to your thigh, but you're not rounding again, you're staying really tall as you breathe. And then your right arm around that left leg. And come into a little twist here. Notice your head, neck. Notice that long right leg. Keep it active. Good. Look over your right shoulder. Look over your left. Look over your right. And your left. Yeah, a little more movement there. One more. Look over your right. Look over your left. Have that neck head a little bit more comfortable, not quite so far. Take your back hand and wrap it around your waist. Really coming into a nice sweet twist. Lift your torso. And exhale, unwind everything. Don't touch your leg if you can help it. Lift that foot off the floor, straighten it out, reach it out, drop it down, take the arms up. And exhale down. Good, roll it out. Snuggle those hip bones into the mat. Find a strong, solid Dandasana. Lift your chest, shoulders. Move away from each other. When and if you're ready, lift your right leg. Take those arms up. I did stairs again yesterday, and I feel that. Holy moly. Good. Breathe, everybody. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Lift your chest. Bend that knee. Step it over. Starting to use those muscles, lift your chest, and then wrap those arms around your leg. Lift from the crown of the head, sit down through the sit bones, nice and even if you can. Ground that foot, that right foot to the floor if you can. Can't, don't worry about it, it's all about those hips, right? And then wrap your left arm around, lift your torso again, and twist to the right. Just breathe. And then here again, look over your left shoulder. Look over your right. Ooh, yeah, there's where it's tight. Look over your left and your right. Don't forget about your long left leg. Good, one more time. Taking that neck into its range of motion and over to your right. Good, squeeze your belly, release your twist. Take the arms up if you can. Lift. Oh, I'll get it. Seems just reminding me I forgot something. Step that leg over. Stretch it out. Let it go. Lift tall. Lift taller. Lift taller. Lift taller. And exhale. Whew. And roll it out, everybody. Good. And then shake out those legs and let's come right to table pose. I'll come back to that. So, from table pose, all I want you to do is drop down to your left elbow and stretch your right arm long. And just drop your head, neck, chest toward the floor. So you're on your left forearm and you're stretching your right arm. Good, nice deep breath. Maybe you wiggle a little side to side. If your head doesn't easily come to the floor, just let the head be kind of neutral. And then come to center, slide your right forearm back, reach your left arm long, and stretch that, and maybe wiggle the hips a little side to side. You may feel a stretch all underneath the armpit, right? The front part of the chest. Head is neutral, don't let it strain. Breathe. Good, slide that back, press into both hands, lift up. Walk both hands to the right corner of your mat and press your hips back to the left. And breathe. Your forehead is either comfortably between those arms or it's resting on the floor. Good, leave your left hand where it is and use your right hand like you're sliding it from shoulder to hip. So slide it down. It's on the floor and slide it up like a little half snow angel. Slide it down and slide it up. One more time, slide it down and slide it up. Hold it right there. Press into your hands. Start to lift your torso. Walk everything to the left corner of your mat. Drop the hips down and breathe. And then the same thing on this side. Leave your right hand pressing into the floor and slide the left arm down and back up. Good, down and up. Two more, slide it down and up. Last one, down and up. Press into both hands and lift up. Take both hands back to neutral. Take your knees slightly wider than normal. Your left hand slightly center of the mat. I'm not right in the middle, but I'm just a little bit more inside the left shoulder. And take the right arm up. Just notice this twist, right, as that arm reaches up. And then take the arm forward, really stretch it, slide it back, reach it up, slide it back. Good, and up. Down, back, one more, reach up, slide it forward and back. Take it up to the ceiling, hold right here, internally rotate that arm and reach behind your back. Wherever it goes, maybe your fingertips come out the front side of your belly, right? Maybe not. Watch the tension in the head and the neck. All I want you to do is look down at your hand and then look up a little bit to the ceiling. Good, look down and look up. Easy here, everybody. One more, down and up. As you're looking up, release that top arm, stretch it up and take it down to the floor. Good, shake it out. If the wrists are chatty, shake those out. And let's go to the other side. Your knees are still wider than your normal. Your right hand just moves a little bit towards center. And we take the left arm up. And just feel that. Just, breathe. And then nice big circles. Slow, full circles for your body, your shoulders. Keep it going. Feel that range of motion, everybody. Oh, right? We should do this every day. Good, last circle. And then take that arm all the way up to the ceiling and feel one wrist to the other wrist. Internally rotate. Take that hand behind you and just open up the left shoulder and breathe. And then again with the head, very gently, look down at your hand and look up toward the ceiling or the shoulder. Down and up. Good, last one, take it down, look. Take it up, hold that up, release your top arm. Stretch it up, reach it forward, let it come down to the floor. And then walk both hands forward on your mat and drop the hips back and stretch. Good, nice easy breath everybody. Stretching out through the side body, through the back body. Good, and then plant your hands and really pull the hands back toward you and feel how your back body activates. And then from there, pull yourself up and lean forward. Good, almost like a half plank. And then push your hands away. The work here is in the hands and the shoulders. So it's less about how far back you go or how far forward you go. Now drag the hands. I am pulling with everything I have with my hands to take my body forward. And then push those hands away. Push, push, push. And puppy stretch. Good, 2 more right here. Pull back, pull back with those hands. Feel how the chest shoulders get active. And then press it all the way back. Push it away. Good, 1 more. Pull. Like you should feel everything working upper body. And push, push, push back away. And come up to neutral. Bring those hands back, more in line with a true table pose. And then take the ribs, or take the back into a nice cat pose. We did this on Wednesday. We're staying a little bit with the ribs. Reach the ribs over to the left. Drop the belly down, and then bring the ribs to the right. So I think of this, right, as we start to move through our ribs, I think of this like a stirring the pot. I just feel like as I move my mid-back, my ribs through this range of motion, right, I start to feel other things going on, especially when we press our ribs to the right, reach them up, reach them to the left. If you're noticing that you're all hips, like if it's really the hips moving, see if you can make those a little more stationary. And then switch directions, everybody. Think of it as stirring the pot. You can go slow, you can go fast. Breathe. Good, 1 more big circle. And then neutral spine, plant the hands, snuggle the tips of those fingers into the mat. Flip your toes under, lift your knees. Hold here for a moment and just breathe. And then start to bring your chest toward your thighs. Think of your upper body doing down dog, but your knees are really deeply bent. And then gently press the arms toward each other, but widen your collarbones. Press into those tips of your fingers. Press into the index and thumb. And breathe. Good, 1, stay here. 2, full down dog. Or 3, keep your knees bent. And I want you to just drift, shoulders over wrists. And then I want you to press back to that funky down dog with your knees bent, working the shoulders. Good, squeeze over those wrists. Gentle, watch the head, neck. And then press the chest back. We've got 1 more right here. Just drift over the wrist. And press back. Now straighten the legs, bend 1 knee and then the other, stretch it all out, recheck those hands. And then walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Oh, shake out your booty, shift side to side. And then bend your knees, take your hands to your knees. Come on up, everybody. Ooh. Oh yeah. Roll it out, shake, shake, shake. Grab one of your blocks and just place it between your legs. You can either go long ways or you can go short way this way, whichever feels good to you. I like the long way. Most of you know that. Gives me more information. And then a gentle squeeze of your block as your feet go parallel and the shoulders open up. And then take your hands to your side ribs. And I just want you to see if you can move them, right? Move them side to side. Start to shift them. Breathe. We want elasticity in these ribs. We want this movement, right? And then see if you can circle them. I'm putting pretty good pressure on my ribs here as I just move them in that plane. And if I feel like one side's not moving as much, maybe I'll play here a little bit more and breathe. Oh, right, and just start to feel that. And then leave one hand where it is. So take your left hand and leave it where it is and push into your ribs. And then resist with the ribs. So you should have felt that, like from this kind of dive in to this pressure of the ribs back. Take the right arm up. Keep reaching, reach. See if you can spread those ribs on the right side while contracting them on the left side. Good, take it up. Whew. Take your right hand back to those ribs. I'm not down here in the low floater ribs. I'm right in the meat of those ribs, so to speak. So push those right side ribs in, but then resist it. Release your left arm, take it up. And then breathe as we stretch, as we move the rib cage. Imagine that, right? How many of us think about moving the rib cage? And take it up, reach those arms. Exhale, nice pull, forward fold. Soften your knees as much as you need to find that nice stretch. If your lower back is okay, release the hands, hand to opposite elbow, and stretch. If your lower back is chatty, your hands are to your shins, and you're keeping a more neutral spine. Good, deep breath, everybody. Now, squeeze your block, bend your knees. Your hands are opposite elbows. I want you to reach up. Keep those arms where they are. See if you can bring them overhead. Maybe you arch. Oh. And then squeeze the belly in as you come back down. The more you bend your knees, come on up, the easier it's going to be to come up. Good, maybe you arch, maybe not. Be gentle. Exhale, come on down. One more, squeeze your belly. Squeeze the legs, take the arms up, maybe arch. Oh, and release it, stay standing. And roll it out. And notice again, right? Whew. All right. Left hand down at your side leg, right? I want you to press in, but then roll the left shoulder back. Inhale, take the right arm up. Slide your left hand down. I'm keeping good contact as I stretch right side. If this is uncomfortable or you can't take a deep breath, you're too deep. Now, squeeze the block, squeeze your belly. One, stay here. Two, let the left arm go. Somebody, I saw this in an article and they called it palm tree pose. Never heard that before, but why not? Good, take it center. Slide your right hand down the leg, press in strongly and resist, squeeze your block. Come on over. One, stay here. As soon as you take that hand off, it is so much less supported. So that's why you want to be mindful, don't overdo. Woo. Breathe, everybody, come on up. Exhale, let go. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale all the way down, forward fold. Remove that block from your thighs. And then walk yourself out to downward facing dog. I'm not sure where you are in your mat. So step back or step forward. Shake out the legs, everybody. And breathe. And then inhale to your tippy toes. Exhale, lower your knees to the floor. And step forward, right leg. You can have your hands on your blocks. That would be okay. If you have your strap nearby, grab your strap. And start out in this nice, easy lunge. It's just a simple lunge. Notice if you're leaning out to the left. If you are, try to keep that leg nice and centered. Feel maybe a stretch along that front left thigh. And breathe. Good, roll the shoulders away from your chest, squeeze the belly in, all those things you already know. Float those hands to your right knee. Keep your right hand on the knee, reach the left arm up. And breathe. Squeeze your belly, right? And engage your back glute, by the way, too. That's it. Maybe you find a little more back bend here, but please be gentle. Working in the front body, opening up the rib cage a little bit. That's it. And exhale. Hands come back down to your blocks. Just draw the hips back and switch sides. Oh. See, a little bit of yoga. It makes your body feel so good. Start in a nice, easy lunge. Stretching this front right thigh, psoas muscle. Everybody knows where their psoas muscle is now, right? Squeeze the glute, tone the lower belly, all of those supporting your low back and hips when you lunge. Walk your hands to your knee, pause. Keep your left hand where it is, take the right arm up. And breathe, feel the stretch from maybe your right knee all the way to your right fingertips. Good, big deep breath, everybody. Maybe a little arch of the back, maybe not. Woo. Breathe, and exhale. Whew. Good, slide your left knee back. Slide your right foot forward, grab your strap. If you have it, if you don't have it, don't worry about it. Good, take both hands to your knee. Strap might not be necessary for you, but throw the strap over your right shoulder. Smile. Inhale the arms up. And breathe. How deep a lunge you go is completely up to you. Good, I want you to take your left hand and pat yourself in the back. I want you to take your right arm out to the side, internally rotate it. Whoop, keep your strap there if it slips. And then reach behind and grab your strap with one or both hands. And breathe. So little cow face arms, right? No big deal. No pain in the shoulders. No overstretching. Good. Some of you don't need the strap and you'll be able to touch or hold fingertips. 1, stay here. 2, look up. Don't drop your head. Oh, tell me you don't feel that stretch. Woo, everybody breathe. Good, release. Release the hands. Take your hands back down. Before you switch sides, I want you to flip your toes under and lift your left knee. So it just gives that hip a little bit of muscle contraction since we've been in the lunge for so long. Good, deep breath. And then lower down and switch sides. Bring your left foot forward. Strap maybe goes over your left shoulder this time. If you don't need it and you know you don't need it, you can just set it aside. Start in that lunge, hands to knee. Lift up nice and tall. Take the right arm up Pat yourself on the back. Take the left arm out, internally rotate, reach it behind, and see if the fingers will come near each other, or just grab your strap, or nothing, just have the hands resting behind you. Notice your lunge, right? Keep everything integrated. Only if you want, I want you to look up a little bit. Keep the head neutral. Good, big deep breath, everybody. And take the torso up, release those hands. Set your hands back on your block, move your strap off to the side. And bring your knee back, bring your left knee back. And either walk your hands or your blocks forward for a puppy stretch. Breathe. Good, and release. Back to table pose, blocks are off to your side. Press your right leg back. Lengthen your torso, squeeze your glute, lift your right knee. And then bring your knee to your elbow and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press it back. Good, 2 more, just like that. Squeeze, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Last one, squeeze it in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and press it out, hold it out, reach the left arm, balancing table. You got it. Finding that core work, finding the strength in the standing arm. Breathe, and let go. Shake it out, shake out that standing hand, standing wrist if it's chatty. And go to the other side. Press the left leg back, squeeze your belly. Lift the leg. Good, here we go. Hold that knee to elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch it back out. And bring it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch it out. Last one. Squeeze. Woo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And press it out. Level out the hips. Reach your right arm. Find your breath. You got it. Woo. And release it. Bring that knee to the chest. Hang in there. Lift your knees off the floor. Start to bring the chest back. Straighten the legs, downward facing dog. Walk your hands very elephant-like all the way back. Bend your knees. Hands to knees. Come on up. Whew. I tell you, shake it out. All right, stay with side body a little bit. We did this on Wednesday. If you had the fun and enjoyment of doing this with me last time, take the knees out to the sides. Your feet, your knees pointing the same direction. So if it's easier that your feet are closer or more forward pointing, that's okay. Check the knees, check the hips. How's that feel? Good. Arms reach up. Make sure you're sitting back in your heels. Come on down. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, squeeze. Whew. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. And up. And down. Hold. One more here. Exhale, hold this pose right here. Arms go to cactus. Here's where it gets really tricky. So I want you to lean to the left. If you can tap elbow, go ahead. If you can't reach that far, just go a little bit. And center. Woo. And over. Center. Squeeze. Center. Yep. You got it. And squeeze. and center. Go to the right. Whoo, squeeze. And left. Squeeze. Right. Hold on the left. Hold right here. Squeeze the heck out of your belly. Reach the right arm over your ear. And breathe. Really squeeze the low belly in. Big support here. Take it center. Cactus arms. Go to the right. Hold. Reach the left arm over your ear. Oh, I know. I feel it too. Good. Cactus arms. Woo, stand up. And exhale. And roll it out, everybody. All right, legs the same. Squat down. Whew. Inhale, both arms up. Take your left hand down to your leg or elbow, either one is okay, and reach the left arm over. Here's where it gets hard. Harder, right? Not hard, challenging. Here's where it gets to be challenging. One, you're here, just hang out here. This is a whole bunch of work. Or let the left arm go. Leaning to the left, don't let the right shoulder curl forward. Breathe, woo. Take it center. Right arm, right hand to the thigh, take the left arm over. Pause, don't let your knees roll into the middle, by the way. Take the right arm up. Breathe, take it center. Stand up. I know, right? Hello, quads. Hello, legs. Good. Heel toe in, everybody. Shake it out. See, I sneak everything. I tell you we're working neck or ribs, and here's our legs going crazy. Left leg forward. Right foot back. Warrior two. It can be shorter. It can be longer. It's up to you. What are the basics of warrior? That front hip rolls back enough to keep hip, knee, foot in a nice line. Your front heel intersects with your back arch or your back heel. You can go even wider. Kind of neat sometimes to play with that wider stance. And then this right here. Low belly in, tailbone long, arms out. Find your breath. You're gazing over your front fingertips. Your legs are very active. Try pushing your legs away from each other isometrically. Good, inhale, both arms up. Grab your back wrist and reach over. Ooh, and breathe. You got this. And reach up. Grab your front wrist, reach back. And breathe, reverse warrior. That's it. Take it up, both arms out. Straighten your front leg. Take your front hand right to your front thigh. And then slide it down on purpose. Triangle pose. Watch your front hip, don't go all the way yet. Watch the front hip, don't let it roll forward. Squeeze the belly, come down to your level and take the top arm up. Breathe. Now, some of you might want to look up. It's a little strain in my trap when I do that, my trapezius muscle, so I'm going to keep it neutral. Reach that top arm over your ear. Roll your chest forward. Take those hands down to the floor, straighten out your back leg. We got it. Step back, downward facing dog. Shake it out, everybody. If you would like a little bit of a rest, come on back to child's pose. Breathe. Good, and then from child's pose, I'm gonna just turn myself around, do the hokey pokey. Back to downward facing dog. And right foot forward. From right foot forward, turn your back foot to the side position, right hand to right knee. Push all the way up.
and find warrior two on this side. Nice and easy. Remember the basics, right? Everything else is the sprinkling on the cake, the sprinkles on the cake. I want good foundation, even if that's where you stay the whole time. Arms are out to the side, you're gazing over your front fingertips. Inhale the arms up, grab your back wrist, reach over. Only gonna go so far. Good foundation, push into your back leg. Breathe, good, take it center. Grab your front wrist, take it back. Find your breath. Really press into those legs. Take it center. Open the arms back up. Straighten your front leg. Take your front hand and just drop it down to your thigh. Slide the hand down. Keep your body to the side. Don't let your front shoulder roll forward. Take the top arm up. Triangle pose. Look up if it makes sense. Don't if it doesn't. Reach that arm over your ear. Turn your chest. Woo. Release those hands as you straighten out your back leg. Bend your front knee. Step back, downward facing dog. And then lower your knees to the floor. And find child's pose. Just breathe, everybody. Child's pose, hero pose, all those are good. And just notice your breath, right? Notice how you're feeling here as you breathe, as you feel that blood flow, right? All the parts of the body waking up. It's just an awesome thing. All right, when you're ready, come on up, table pose. We're gonna put a little bit of that together. Joy, joy. So start in table pose. Good. And just a couple cats and cows. Knees are slightly wider than your internal line of your hips. Find that nice, easy cat and cow. Good, and then stir the pot. Move the ribs around. Take them to the left, to the floor, to the right. Really get them moving. Go the other way. Curl them around, just find your motion. That's it. Good, come back to center, squeeze that belly, press your right leg back. Lift that leg up, elbow to knee, knee to elbow, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if we can do that 2 more times. Press it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. Last one. Squeeze it up, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it back, toes point down, left arm out, balancing table. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good, lower that left hand, step forward, right leg. Nice strong lunge here. Take your right hand to your knee, lift your left arm up. Find that nice, sweet, high lunge. Find your breath. You got it. Exhale that hand to the floor. Lift your left knee. Turn your back foot to the side position. Find your alignment. Right hand to right knee. Come on up. Warrior two. Sorry, got my back to you. Breathe. Both arms up. Grab your back wrist. Take it over. Inhale, center. Grab your front wrist. Take it back. Good, warrior two. Front leg straightens, drop your front hand, slide down. Upper arm lifts. Big deep breath. Take that top arm, back arm, reach it forward. Hands to the floor as you straighten your back leg. Step back, down dog. Lower your knees to the floor. Oh. Good, one down, one to go. Cat and cow. Whew. Stretch it out. Whew. That's it. Couple more. Exhale it out. Stir the pot, my friends. Stir it around. Breathe. Don't forget about your hands. Switch directions. Moving those ribs side to side to side. Neutral table pose. Left leg back. Lift that leg. Level out your pelvis. Knee to elbow for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it back. Exhale, squeeze it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it back. Last one. Squeeze it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it back. Level out the hips. Take the right arm out. Balancing table. Big deep breath. You got this. Say it. I got it. I got this. Woo! And down to the floor. Step forward with that left leg. Position your lunge so that it makes sense. Front knee, front ankle. Left hand to left knee. Take the right arm up. Nice, easy, low lunge. Find your breath, everybody. I feel good. Good, exhale, hand to the floor. Lift your right knee. Turn your foot to the side position. Realign your feet, right? Front heel to back arch or back heel. Left hand to your knee. Push up. Woo! Feeling strong. Take the arms up. Grab your back wrist. Take it over. Whew. Yeah. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Belly squeeze. Legs active. Take it center. Grab your front wrist. Take it back. Breathe. Smile, smile. Good. Warrior 2. Strong pose, everybody. Straighten your front leg. Drop your front hand. And I do this on purpose because we can tend to overreach and really dive into that hip joint. So use your hand to slide down your leg so that you are stable and strong in this pose. Go down to your level. Open up the shoulders. Press strongly through those legs. Squeeze the belly. You got it. And then take your front arm, reach it forward. Hands to the floor, bend your front knee as you straighten out your back foot. Step back. Downward facing dog. Maybe turn the heels to one side and stretch that side body. Come back to center, turn your heels the other way. Stretch that side. And then take it center and lower your knees. And come to child's pose or hero pose or something that feels good. Nice deep breath, everybody. Good, so come up to a seat. I know that was a very short little resting child's pose, but come on up to a seat and grab your strap
And if your strap allows, I want you to put it in a loop. And the loop's gonna be wide enough or big enough so that your arms are shoulders width apart. If you put your hands out in front of you and your strap is somewhere like mid forearm, watch the buckle. Your arms are roughly shoulders width apart, like they would be if you went to downward facing dog, roughly. And then sit in a way that you can sit comfortably. I wouldn't have my legs straight here. If you want your legs to not be crossed, at least bend the knees so that you have good foundation in the front. And then gently, watch the head neck, gently press against the strap. I'm talking 10%, it's that little. And take the arms up. Gently press against the strap, feel the energy that's happening in the arms, and breathe. And then very gently go to your left. Keep the pressure on the strap, especially the right arm, right? We're trying to ground through the left side. Good, careful here. I want you to turn to your left knee. I want you to curl around the front and wrap yourself around to come back up. Tilt to the right. If this is too much, take the strap out because the strap is adding some extra work. Good, turn to your right knee, slide across the middle, take it back up. Good, head, neck, keep shaking them out. Go to the left. Arms are as straight as they can be for you. So if the elbows are really bent, straighten the arms. Turn to your knee, slide it across the middle. Come on up. Woo. One more. Right side, pause. Reach over the knee. Come through center. Back up to the middle. Woo. And then let those arms come down. Right? Holy moly. How does just adding a strap change it that much? Take that same buckle, take it behind you, or that same loop, and just take the arms behind you, and just lift them. Keep the chest lifted, lift the arms. It does not matter how high up you go. If you start to curl forward, you're too high. Good, and then tap your fingers down and lift up. Tap down, lift up, tap down, lift up. For two more, down, up, who would think, down, lift up, hold, and then just bring your elbows to your side body. And feel that release in the shoulders, right? A lot of support there, just breathe. Curl your fingers, shake them out. And let that go. Take the strap off to your side. Good, have one block near you. Come on to your backs. Keep your knees bent the whole time. Come on down. Pause for a second here. Just feel your back body. Take the arms to cactus pose. Draw your front ribs down toward the floor. So if you're arching, draw them down. And then do little snow angels. Just bring the hands together above your head and slide the elbows down. Bring them up. Slide them down. Good, and again, reach and slide. One more time, reach them. And slide, and then let your hands come down to your sides. Bend the elbows, press your elbows, or your elbows to your shoulders to the floor. Your feet are hips width apart, your knees are hips width apart. Belly tones, press up to your bridge pose. Easy, easy here. There's no reason to go crazy. No reason to go crazy. Good. Maybe your feet walk in just a little bit, but you still want the alignment of your knees and your ankles to line up. So here's the interesting thing here. Often we're taught to draw the shoulders down and under.
I'm gonna suggest that you actually draw them up toward your ears and then let the hands come down to the floor. So you're not scrunching, but you're creating some softness. With the shoulders relaxed, maybe you lift the hips a little more. Press strongly into your feet, your head, neck neutral, there's space behind your neck. Find your breath, everybody. If you can, grab your block and place the block under your hips where it will reach. I have mine on second level because that's how high up my hips were. Yours might be on first level. Don't force it. And then let the hands drop and breathe. Head, neck comfortable, maybe turn the palms up. Maybe take the arms to cactus and see how that feels on your neck and shoulders. Good, just breathe here. Try to let the hips settle into the block. Let it be heavy. This is a restorative bridge / restorative back bend. So not having to work really hard, but still you want to feel your feet on the floor. You want to know that you're using front body and back body appropriately. Deep breath. 1, stay here. 2, especially if you're at second level. If you're at first level, it's not really an issue. If you're at second level, be more mindful as you straighten your left leg toward the floor. So big, deep stretch for the psoas of that straightened leg. Let the leg relax. Find your breath. If you're at second level, watch the block. It can get tippy. Good, breathe. And then if your left leg is straight, I want you to take your left arm overhead. It's on the floor. And if you're still okay, walk your left foot in just a little, maybe 2 inches, maybe 3 inches. You're gonna feel a little different stretch. Good, head, neck fully relaxed here. If you feel your low back, your block is probably too high. Good, that leg goes back to center, bend your left knee, release your left arm. When and if you're ready, straighten your right leg, let it relax. Still feel good, maybe the right arm goes overhead and you just breathe. We feel the ribs, we feel the psoas, we feel maybe the diaphragm. I mean, it's just all connected. We know that, right? We know it's all connected. Maybe you walk your right foot in just a couple inches, not too much. Just gonna change that, the line of the stretch. Big deep breath. And then walk the foot back, slide that knee, release your hands, both hands back down to your sides. Plant your feet. Press into your feet, lift your hips, don't lower your hips, move your block out of the way. Bend the elbows, elbows to shoulders, press into the floor, squeeze into your fullest bridge for you. Hips active, glutes active. Front leg stretching out, and then lower down, all the way. Pause for a moment, make the back shoulders nice and wide, and bring your knees to your chest. That's it. Turn your head to one side, and then bring that center, turn your head to the other side. Bring it center. Take your feet back to the floor, your knees stay bent. I want you to keep your head touching the floor the whole time and just slide your head so that your chin lifts. Good, deep breath. And then slide your head into your chin tucks. That's hard. Good, again, slide your head till your chin lifts up toward the ceiling. Maybe you look back with your eyes. And slide to your chin tucks. And then find a nice neutral head. Nice neutral head. Grab your block. Take it between your ankles. Take your hands underneath your sacrum. So back support, low back support. If your hamstrings are tight, your knees are bent. If your hamstrings are okay, your legs are straight. And just pause. I want you to squeeze your belly, start to lower the legs. At some point, you might want to bend your knees. If you can, you're slowly lowering almost to the floor, and then you're bringing that block back into your chest. Straighten the legs up. This is totally up to you. You can go slow, you can go, don't go fast, or you could just not do this at all. You can leave your legs up with the block, or you can just not do this at all, right? Woo, little bit of core work to end this, just to strengthen and reset everything in the center of our bodies. Watch the tension in the head, the neck. Good. Let's see if we can do 2 more here. Slow, slow, slow. Slowly lower them. Breathe through the whole thing. Squeeze the belly as the knees come in. We got 1 left. Exhale, slow. Slow, slow. And bring your knees to your chest. Grab your block. Set it off to the side. Your feet to the floor. Shift your hips to the right side of your mat. Bring your knees to your chest and lower your knees to the left. Come into an easy twist here. Your arms can be out to the side. They can be cactus, or your left hand can rest on your knees. Your block is wonderful here, by the way. If your knees don't easily come to the floor or your low back is chatty, a block under your knees is just lovely. It really is. Nice. So breathe, everybody. Once again, only if you want. The right arm goes overhead, but it should be comfortable. It shouldn't be hanging. The shoulders shouldn't feel stressed. Just breathe. Nice neutral neck, neutral chin. Everybody, soften your belly. Good. Release the arm if it's overhead. Release the hand if it's on your knee. Squeeze your belly to support your back. Lift 1 knee. Lift the other knee. Both feet to the floor. Your hips shift all the way through the middle and then over to the left side of your mat. The knees come back toward your chest. And we lower the knees to the right. Just breathe into this twist, everybody. Maybe the left arm goes overhead, maybe not. Head neutral. The best thing that we can do for our ribs is breathe deep. The intercostal muscles that are in between each rib work in conjunction with the diaphragm to help expand our chests, expand our ribs, expand our lungs. Good. Release the arm if it is overhead. Release the hand if it's on your knees. Squeeze the belly, one knee up, other knee up. Both feet to the floor. Your hips come back to the center line. Your shoulders square back out to the sides of your mat. Right knee to chest. Stretch your left leg nice and long. Good. Release. Bring your left knee in. Stretch your right leg long. And then release your left leg, take both feet to the corner edges of your mat, hands down to your sides, and find your Shavasana. And as you start to settle into Shavasana, I wanted to share something, and I don't remember where I first heard it, whether it was an anatomy class or a yoga class. But the teacher said, imagine your ribs as fingers gently caressing and protecting your heart. And if that is the case, that they surround and protect and caress the heart, we wouldn't want them to be rigid and hard, right? We want them to be mobile. We want them to be able to shift and be gentle in that approach. And so that's why it's important to move the ribs, the rib cage, so that we have a heart that is free to do what it does. So with that, let yourself drift into Shavasana. And with each soft breath, feel how the ribs expand and contract, the muscles. Feel how the diaphragm expands and contracts. The heart feeding all of that. Allow your jaw to soften. Let there be some space between your teeth. Feel your chest relax, your belly, your legs. And allow gravity to take your Shavasana deeper into surrender. Allow yourself to soften even more. And as you're ready, bring your awareness back. Start to wiggle your toes, your fingers. Deepening the breath, slowly drawing your knees to your chest. Rocking side to side until those knees fall to one side or the other. And then very slowly pressing all the way back up to your seated pose.